Hello and welcome to Guided Notes for Lesson 3, Constructing Shapes with the Same Area. The goal is for you to be able to say, I can build parallelograms, triangles, rectangles, and squares with any reasonable area that I am given. Let's get to our first page of notes. Here it says, the area of a parallelogram, including a rectangle or a square, is the product, and remember the product is the answer to a multiplication question, the product of the base and the height. So, to draw a parallelogram with a certain area, you can choose a base and height that multiply to that area. So if it asks us, for example, to draw a parallelogram with an area of 36 square centimeters, I know that the area is going to be the base times the height. Okay? What two numbers might multiply by each other to get 36? Well, in this case, I might choose 12 times 3, because I know 12 times 3 is 36. So that means that the area is going to be 36 square centimeters. Or I might say that instead, I might choose the numbers 9 and 4. It looks reasonable enough, and I know that 9 times 4 is going to be 36, according to this, right? If the area is going to be the base, which in this case is 9, times the height, which in this case is 4, then the area still is going to be 36 square centimeters. Or I also know that 6 times 6 is also going to be 36. So in this case over here, the base is 6, the height is also 6, and that means the area is going to be 36 square centimeters. Don't forget to include your units on the ends of these things. Okay, let's move on to the next slide, where it says the area of a triangle is half of the product of the base and the height. So, to draw a triangle with a certain area, you can choose a base and height that multiply to 2 times that area. For example, when we want to draw a triangle with an area of 36 centimeters squared, we have to know what the formula is. I know that the formula for a rectangle is base times the height. But that's not enough here because we don't actually want this area, which is what we have so far. We want to get rid of this stuff and just end up with this half of it. So we have to take that base times height and we have to divide it by 2 in order to get rid of that half. So if we want this triangle here, to have an area of 36, we need to make sure that the base times height is going to be twice as much as the 36. So we want this to be 36 times 2, which is 72. The base times height should be 72. Okay, so now that we know that, what are some numbers that when multiplied by each other get to 72? Well, I know that 9 times 8 is 72, so I might write down as my base, this is 9 centimeters, and this is, along the side, this is 8 centimeters. Now let's complete our equations until we have come to 36 square centimeters and we're sure of it. So our area is going to be 9 times 8 divided by 2. Again, we recopy it and we say 9 times 8, which is 72, divided by 2. And finally, we have area is 36 square centimeters. Let's have a look at another example at the next triangle where this, we know, needs to be 36 square centimeters. But we know that base times height has to be twice as much as 36 square centimeters. It's going to be 72 square centimeters. So let's have, and I know that this looks a little bit longer than this, so let's have this be 12 and this be 6. So let's write it in. The base this time is going to be 12 centimeters, and the height this time is going to be 6 centimeters. Now we can plug it into our formula. Our area is going to be 12 times 6, and all of that is going to be divided by 2. Again, we copy out our formula and take it one step at a time so that we don't make unnecessary mistakes. 12 times 6 is 72. We divide that by 2, and we are left with 72 divided by 2, which is 36 centimeters squared. There you have it. Let's do it one last time. Let's have this base from here to there. Let's have the base be 4 centimeters, and let's have the height be 18 centimeters. Okay, now we just plug that into our formula again. We're going to go 4 times 18, which is going to be 72, and all of that divided by 2. We recopy it. We have 72 divided by 2, and now our area, what we're left with, it's 36 centimeters squared. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.